Yep, here we go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
That's right. Wherever you are in the world, just I was about to say in the United States, but wherever you are in the world, we're here. We're back. Whoa, we're back, better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got special guest stars coming in. Hey, somebody here, Mrs. Price saying hello. Beautiful. Let's talk some money.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yo, so here we are. Hey with CPA live stream. Oh my goodness. Yo, I got a lot of people coming in. Roma in the building, straight out of BK. Yo, man.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
they heard you was gonna be here. so, so
I was gonna be here, huh?
yeah. So yo, hey with CPA line. Oh, of course, the number one fan. Yo, this is like
Good
unprecedented.
morning. Good
Yeah.
morning.
I think I got this stuff to actually work. The chat part. So,
Oh, okay.
but hey, man, here we are, the live stream.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We're back. We got people logged in. Can't front, so we can't do our usual banner.
Banter.
Yeah, we got to
Banter.
get to work.
Banter.
Yeah, banter.
We always gonna do our banter.
Yeah, we're gonna do it in the framework. Um, so we're here today, man. We here to talk money, business, personal business. Maybe we talk personal business today. Who knows? Whatever it is. I mean, or we just talk about things in the world. You know, things like that. So how was the week?
Interesting.
Oh,
I
okay.
always have an interesting week.
See, that's how we get the show started.
I always
Interesting.
have an interesting week.
Really?
Never fails.
No, okay. Anything
Whether
you
it's
could share?
negative,
Okay.
except I had some great. This time of the year, I've had some great conversations with some new clients that we brought on,
Of course.
and a couple that will be coming on. Um,
Okay.
so obviously, our content, things that we talk about, and then the presentation to these prospective clients. Again, some that are new, some that are coming on, actually is making sense, and it's a good fit for us as well as for them.
Yeah.
So you know, that's just something that we work towards, right? Trying to make sure we have a good fit of folks that we can serve,
Hmm.
help,
Yeah.
and add to our numbers based off of our mission statement.
Yeah. Well, check it out. Part of it, what you bring up, which is interesting. I'm always feeding off of something and that might be interesting to our people today. Is the concept we've had a couple, at least a call I was on, involving couples. Couples, you know what I mean? We had one call this week with a couple that they each have a business and they're at different stages. It was very interesting. It was interesting. I mean, but the key thing is that they seem to be in sync.
Yeah, correct.
So, and I think it's an interesting situation when you have, in this case, one couple was just starting, and the other couple was kind of, actually was interesting because one couple was talking about retirement. One of the couple was talking about looking at the retirement. The other one was just getting started.
Right.
That was kind of interesting. That was an interesting call all the way around. But
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of interesting to see, to go on that side and talk about that and see. I think it goes back to what we talk about is the stakeholder aspect um, of small businesses. And heck, nowadays, I mean, small business is family business, so you got to deal with your family anyway. Right? That's number one stakeholder is your family all the time. You know, that's where you are. So when you go in business or your side hustle or whatever you have, is are you really ever doing this stuff alone? You know, like that's the question. Are you ever really doing it alone?
Well, you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah. And so you have to have um you have to have that type of I mean you have to have an infrastructure in place.
I think we're losing your tonality there, sir.
What do you mean? Oh, because I
Oh,
was
oh,
moving.
now you're back.
Yeah, I was moving. I was
Oh,
moving back.
oh,
Yeah, it's better
oh,
now.
okay,
Yeah, I was giving an effect. See, like yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, incidentally, yo,
yeah,
man, it's happy birthday, hip hop, man.
yeah.
Yo, for real.
HH50.
Hip hop 50. The
That's right.
ironic part is that I was born the same year hip hop was, so it's in my blood. I've told people that for years. So, yo, I was born. Yo, B,
Well,
it's kind of wild. But
well,
yo,
if hip hop was looks as clean as you do, it's got a long life to live.
yo, easy, man.
I'm just saying,
Easy.
you went to
That's
the chop
this is
shop looking
called
clean,
this is called fresh from the shop, B. Yo, and I will
clean.
say I have some upgraded. Well, it's not upgraded. It's equipment I had that I finally got to work. So you seeing everything. I might have to start bringing in makeup. I understand now on TV why people use makeup because the cameras are too good. You see everything.
True. Picks
Yeah.
up all particles.
Oh man, you see everything, man.
Mars, all
Yeah,
of Mars.
it's jacked up, man. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? Like I'm
but
looking.
you clean though. Your follicles, your hair follicles, they leaning in the right direction, sir.
Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I'm glad I still got some. See, I gotta get it cut low to keep,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's like, let's if it grows out, yo, straight George Jefferson, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so but that'll come later in the year. We have some other milestones. This is actually episode 51 because we did a rebroadcast 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 51, which means the next episode in 2 weeks will be 2 years worth of live streams. And we
We've been
always
going that
celebrate
long.
somehow. I don't know how we're gonna celebrate.
We've been going that long.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 years. Like it's crazy. Like that's and it's been pretty consistent too. Like we haven't. I mean, I think we've
Yeah, we haven't missed.
rebroadcast twice.
Yeah, we haven't really missed.
Yeah, yeah. So we've had 53 appearances, but we've done 51 episodes. I'm sweating the top. I'm sweating up here like I'm Nixon in the first presidential debate in 1960. Wow, that's deep, man. I really get it. But I'm not gonna be wearing no makeup on my live stream. I mean, because it's live, it's real, it's live television. Yeah. So, but yeah, so we're coming up on 52. So thank everybody that's watching, gonna watch, and go there. Always as we solicit questions. I mean, the big thing though, I will say for the soliciting the questions is that some of those you can submit them anytime, and I'm gonna start answering them in the Q&A. So I'm just gonna do Q&A, answer videos anytime. Check the YouTube channel. That's coming through. That's coming through this real soon. Soon come, man. So we got that, and then we got a lot of notes. I mean, we got some other stuff that the elephant in the room. You realize we never talked about it. Your status in life. Well, what you got going on. I don't know if we can. Can we do it?
I don't know if I want to aspire to that conversation on air yet.
I mean, by the end of the hour, come on, this is an opportunity.
All right, well, I'll let you let it.
Yo, well, I'm doing it now. You only got 8 weeks. Hey, look, how much time do you have? So, which I had planned to do last episode, but I didn't. We have an announcement. All right, that's why everybody stand by. You know what I'm saying? We got an announcement. Um, that the gentleman, our 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 forever special guest. He's been a special guest turned to co-host. He was supposed to be a special guest, never left. But he is like taking the next step down the road, and he is running. He is a candidate. You hear this? A candidate for city council at large in Henderson, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Um, and he's that would be Ward 3, right? Ward 3. For Henderson, North Carolina. Give it up, everybody. You know, in fact, that you're doing it. That's what the cheers are for. That's that. So we want to say, congrats and best of luck. Because I just took the training. I don't remember what else I could say, but I'm gonna keep it our level. That's all like that. We'll we're not sponsoring that, but we'll have I think we might have one or two before, so we might be able to do something. I actually think I have a great idea for a stream that ties into that. I just came up with. I just came
like
up
2 seconds ago, right?
Yeah, that's how we do. But I have a wonderful idea that around that time, which the election is actually 2 days after my birthday, so lots of things happening. We may actually have a special stream if the weeks don't line up. They have a special stream. So forum. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's bigger. But yes, if you have any colleagues, friends, family in the Henderson city, correct, in the city of Henderson, let's let them know. Check for core. Well, what's the thing? Yo, you listening?
Facebook /vote the number 4 Corey.
Yes, right. There you go. So that's what we're doing on that. So we're civically engaged here. This is very important. And that's that. So I'm gonna tell you the idea that I had. The idea is, how does politics and government affect small business? We're not gonna do that today. I just said that so that we record it, so that we remember to, instead of taking notes. But that's something that I think could be very, 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 very good. So on that, congratulations to our own. He's here. This is beautiful. It's a big thing, and to actually have someone of your caliber considering it, that's pretty impressive. Like I said, everybody you tell, they're like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. If I was like, yo, wait a minute. Yo, yeah, let's do that. So, that, that's a big thing. But I think it goes up. Remember, our New Year's show, or the one after it, we talked about leveling up. Yeah, it's a level up. We all leveling up. True. This could be the level up check-in show. So it's been it's August already, man. Yeah. This is the second half of the year. So it's checking. Everybody should check with it. You should check how you leveled up. And you could level up in your career, level up with your bread. Like some of those things people always say, oh, I'm gonna save more money, right? Do you check that in the middle of the year? To be honest with yourself? To be like, did I really save any more money? Did I spend less money? Did I, in your business, did I meet my goals? That's a question. That's
part of that forecast plan.
Yeah, it's a forecast model.
Mm-hmm.
It's forecasting to see, and that's the thing. What is forecasting? It's looking forward. It's looking forward to see, if you're doing the thing. Forecasting is looking forward to seeing this is what we think's going to happen.
Yeah, looking forward to that actual moment. Like, this is a current moment here. So you should have already forecasted to this moment to know, kind of predict what this moment is going to bring, where you need to adjust.
Yeah, well, especially and you do it based on assumptions.
Correct.
So you have assumptions that are going to happen, so you forecast. And, as I always say, our shows, we concentrate on business. But, they could apply to your personal life too.
Well, I mean, that's where it begins, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because all the we talking about pass through businesses anyway, so
Yeah.
they all come down to the personal. But yeah, how do you forecast? You know, that's an interesting thing. Do you forecast? Do you think? Are you in the position you want to be in financially? Now,
Mm-hmm.
this sounds like a whole different
Oh,
thing. We
yeah.
got.
Hey,
I'm about to flash a number on the screen.
unscripted.
Yeah, are you in the financial position that you want to be in?
Yeah. What's
Are you
stopping?
worried about the future?
What's stopping?
Yeah, that's
No
is
one's
if
coming to save you.
yeah, but then I could go Mike Ross. Well, call. Yeah, just
1-800, get your
yep,
life together.
yeah, get your life. Get cash for
All right,
life.
yeah, we're killing it right
Yeah, no, it's good for we had a week off.
now. True.
Press. But anyway, no, I think it's a good time to look at the year. I don't know if people actually have a practice of looking at the year, a specific point in the year, because we concentrate on end of the year, we concentrate on beginning of the year, which is they abut one another. So, but the middle of the year, do we look at mid-year goals? How much have you leveled up so far this year? Did you listen to us and level up? Even
Did
if
you listen to anybody?
yeah, well, I'm just saying it because we're here, but
I get it. But,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, leveling up, man. Listen, it's all about leveling up. There's been a lot of things happening out here politically, socially, um,
Emotionally, physically,
emotionally.
mentally,
Yeah. So there's a bunch of
financially.
stuff happening. So it's easy to get out of pocket. It's easy to get, okay, I forget. But you got to constantly ascend to what you're doing. And sometimes you ascend with what you have. It's not always about getting more. It might be about doing what you have. For example, like I said, I've had this camera probably about 2 years now, and I finally got it to work as a webcam for this stream. Now I got this whole cinematic thing going on back here.
Yeah, it
I mean,
looks good.
yeah. I mean, well, thank you to the camera, but it took but it took me to get my mind right because I had all. One thing I will say here's the banter as a sidebar. Yeah, I literally have everything. Thanks to inexpensive Chinese goods, every little piece of equipment I need for this stage, I have. It's ridiculous. I'm going through it. I'm like, oh wow, I bought this. I bought this. But I'm like, it's ridiculous. So it's really ridiculous. Not in a bad way, but it's just like,
No,
oh,
but
I'm
it's
good.
it's a good that's a good segue into a lot of times we get bolstered down with having more, like you're saying, right? So
Yeah,
when do you circle back? Not only circle back to where you are forecasting wise, but and that's financial talk. But let's talk about the actual resources and tools that are at our capacity, right? Currently, right now, are they a waste? Are we using
yeah. Well,
them,
that's a
right?
great topic. That's
Um,
great.
because I think for the majority of us, we all have resources. Everyone has resources. You have resources at your fingertips. You got resources at your arm's length. The question is, do you recognize them as resources or tools? Are they being wasted? Because a lot of resources, when I just recently was having a conversation, and one of the statements was, no one wants to give me help or resources, right?
Oh,
It's a
oh,
weird conversation. And when I started asking certain questions and breaking down as they're giving me answers, and then I did a recap, they actually realized they had quite a few resources, and some of them went by the wayside because of always looking forward, wanting more of something that you don't have when you just use what you have to keep your momentum
yeah,
consistent so you can level up, right?
yeah,
And then you be able to put people in place. So paying attention to the resources and tools, as you say, declutter. So not only look at your finances and see if you level up financially,
yeah.
also declutter emotionally,
Oh,
declutter the room, declutter your storage
oh, yeah.
closet. How about your armrests in your car? I'm
Oh
sure
gosh,
you got some.
yeah.
You got some McDonald's tissues in there, some Wendy's tissues in there, some restroom. You know, the long restroom
Yeah.
tissues.
The long joints. Yeah. The long, somewhat brittle ones.
Yeah,
They're
you got
a little
some
rough.
sweatshirts in the
Yeah.
back in the trunk, right?
Yeah.
Something under the seat, some extra water bottles sitting around. They'll declutter. Like just take some time and just declutter a little
Oh
bit at
wow.
a time.
So your coffee has officially kicked in.
Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah, it kicked
I
in.
think
'Cause
it has. I think it has.
that's really serious. I mean, it goes along with because it goes to mental wellness too. Um, I was gonna actually pose a question, to saying that, like, man, how- it was a conversational question, but it was more so like, look, um, we are cluttered with so much information all all the time. I think it's constant confusion, but we hit with so many messages, information, and all this other stuff. And sometimes you think that comes out in the way your physical is, like, like your stuff. Not I'm not talking about being messy, but you just accumulate stuff, or you have stuff and you never really get in order because there's this constant cycle of just chaos, like, you know, from everything. Like, no, there's no timeouts. I mean, everything in life is just constantly bam, 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 bam. Like everything we've put into, like, you look in a mirror 40, 50 years ago without the communications, there was more time. There was more breathable time. There was more things like that. So I was just wondering, like, man, or just making the point that, man, how chaos or clutter from your mental, and it shows itself in your physical. Oh,
That's
see,
right. That's
like,
right.
hold
Yeah.
this. We've
Yeah.
got a doctor here.
Yeah.
The
Clutter
doctor.
is a physical manifestation of chaos in the brain, environment, and life, which leads to my next point. Correct. Think about it like this: you buy a new house, or you get an apartment. It's empty. Your creativity is kicked. You're excited. Your creativity, your energy level. You're ready to take on life. Take the bull by the horn. You get a new house. You get a new car. You get a new job. It's not cluttered.
Yeah.
You're thinking about all of the possibilities on how you could grow, right? Grow the opportunity, grow yourself, and how you can even design and decorate a certain space, a brand new office, so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then once you have all of those rooms filled up over a course of time,
Yeah.
now everything becomes cluttered. Now I got to go on vacation. I have to go for a walk in the park. Not saying exercise is not good, because the exercise
It's
is
necessary,
vital, but
but
you
it's
go outside to get away from the chaos of your life. So she's absolutely correct.
what she ought to be. She's a doctor.
So,
Nah,
but, well, I mean, but that's
nah,
now
I
watch
know. I'm
this.
just playing. But I'm a
Nature,
yeah, I know.
nature.
No, but I'm gonna leave it up here for a while because I think is a good point for what we're saying. Like, man, you know, like this is one thing, like mental clutter. So even when it goes into, and we talk about business, and a lot of business takes confidence. And I was talking to one of my many people I was talking to, and I said, this constant barrage of images, messages, especially marketing messages, are they clutter your brain, and they could affect your confidence and create that chaos in the brain and the environment. And I'm gonna point something out that speaks exactly to this statement here by LaShandra. Do you realize, and this is a rhetorical question, but do people realize that advertising and marketing messages are essentially there to tell you that you suck at something? That's what there is a deficiency in your life. So every marketing message is there to tell you that you're missing some product or service that exists. I mean, what
So
is
hold
true?
on, slow down for a moment. We gotta let that sink in.
Yes.
I don't think it's sunk in.
Okay.
I
What
don't
that?
think it's sunk in because advertising and marketing highlights the pain
Yeah.
with a solution,
Yeah. But
right?
it's yeah. But the strength of the marketing is the first thing I had to snap you into. I need. I want. I whatever. So I determined. I was like, I was like, yeah, their marketing messages are there to tell you suck at something or you're lacking something. That's what they're there for. That's it. It's simple. I'm not here to change that. That's the truth. I market. I get it. But what we have to think about the amount of the number of marketing messages we collect on a daily basis now is, I mean, is astronomical.
It's ridiculous.
It's astronomical. Just to say, you know, I mean, I ain't seen. I'll turn 50 this year. It was 3 freaking TV stations. Well, I was three, 3 TV stations that went off the air. Flag at the end of the night. Programming, no overnight programming. Wasn't as
Now,
many marketing messages.
mm-hmm,
Magazines, things like that. It was slower. Now we have algorithm marketing.
mm-hmm.
I you and I, we could talk anybody. If your phone is listening to this, I could say a product on my, you could be wherever you are. I could say a product on here. Your
It'll pop
phone's
up on your
listening.
phone. That's
You go
right.
to social media, that product's advertisement will come up. Mm. And saying so because it's looking for deficiencies in human nature. So back to, it is nowhere in the world this isn't affecting our confidence, our creativity. It's just we are getting bombarded with these messages. And my thing has always been, we don't know the effect of this. Mass media is 60 something, not even really. 1958 NFL championship game, my father, the South Carolina, there was 2 TVs in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Now some people got 2 TVs in the room,
True.
plus the phone and the tablet.
True.
We don't know here goes my sociological hat.
Uh-oh.
We don't know the physical effects of it.
Well, if
And
we
then,
take a step back and we look and we have good conversations with innovative conversations, um,
yeah, we get,
practical conversations, we
mhm.
can see the effects of it, right?
Well,
We see now it clogs up relationships
oh,
as
it
well.
clogs up relationships. It clogs up
Everything,
aptitude.
everything.
No, well, I mean, there's another thing too. I've been hearing quite a few people. I mean, big issue is
Yeah,
hiring people.
yeah.
So I
So
don't
let me
know.
pause for a moment. Can we pause just for a moment though,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you finish your banter?
I'll take a
Okay.
drink. Yes.
All right. So what we're discussing here, and you can feel free to chime in, sir. This is when we say doing business, it's not necessarily about selling a product or service. What we're discussing here, generally for personal, where that's where it begins, leads into the business world. But this is all of the operational uh, structure and infrastructure, making sure you have the right culture, make sure you have the right vision and mission, making sure you're able to look at, you know, what is the message that is being broadcast internally from self, internally within the organization to the outside. So one of the things that we've been doing probably over the last several weeks and months is finishing projects and
Yes.
initiatives,
Yeah.
cleaning out and organizing. And we'll talk on a day what you doing. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm gonna send you this, take a look at that, or give me back an idea. Oh, okay, well next day, oh, you know what? I thought about what you said. I'm over here doing this, and I was able to place this here and execute and get this done so we can continuously move forward. So this is still a part of
Doing business.
developing the business.
Yeah. Oh
Correct.
yeah, that's a
So
great
I
point.
wanted to put that point out there so that people don't think that we're just talking just to
Oh
throw
yeah,
stuff in the
there's a
air, right?
method. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
method to the madness. It's definitely a method to the madness, and it's yeah, no, that's I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Doing business is more than just the actual sales transaction. It's setting up the organization, um, e- everything. I mean, so this clutter is affecting everything. Is affecting people, and what you like you said, I was it was perfect because I'm going to hiring and trying to staff. Okay, so now you're trying to staff. Um, you know, over at the clinic, I remain nameless, but at other places too, restaurants, whatever. You have people, the messages, the clutter messages, and I'm gonna touch the third rail on these wages. You know, you have people that have an expectation of wages, but they don't have an expectation of performance.
correct.
Why? Because the prevailing message is you should make more money. Okay. And so it's not saying that there aren't people who were underpaid, they work and they're not paid. I mean, the capitalist system does not really reward you for your outputs.
Correct.
That's when you get into socialism and all this other stuff. It really doesn't reward, it rewards the capitalist.
Yeah, because it
That's
gives
what
you
it does.
just enough to keep you coming back, so you can
Yeah,
keep
it's the hamster wheel. That's what.
bodies in the seat.
Yeah, that's how it's designed. That's by
Correct.
design. That's how
Correct.
it is.
Correct.
So it's there. So now we have this thing because we have mass media, we have social media, whatever. Whoever's bringing it up. Oh, I should get X, Y, Z. Maybe you should. But then when you're dealing with a small business, which is me and you, we sitting here, whoever the people we talking to, you have to understand that small business owner is paying you out of their pocket. There's no big corporation. And most business owners I know don't have a problem paying people.
Right.
But man, we got to
What's
be
the value?
team.
What's the value?
Yeah, we got like it's not this siloed. There's a lot of people that come in and they're siloed. That's not my job. Oh my gosh. In a smaller business, man, especially when you're real small, 2, 3 people. That's not my
Everything
job.
is your job.
Yeah, what do you mean that's not your job? Okay, that's not your job. You know what's not gonna be my job? When your payday comes, I'm gonna decide, you know what? It's not my job to pay your household bills. How about that? Not my job. People jump on that quick. It's one-sided. And now this is and not no, people have great teams. This is when you're trying to build a great team. And when if the money is there, if you got this mercenary type thing going on, that's help. You're getting help. Someone's there to help you. You pay him. It's there. You goodbye. Can't expect much from you. But this whole thing with these people think they want to get money, and it's a lot of these things that people they overinflate their worth. Ooh, can I say that?
Mm.
I mean, they really do. It's incredible. It's
Mm.
incredible. I mean,
So you think they're cluttered, is what you're saying.
yeah. Well,
No
they're
clarity,
cluttered.
no clarity, no organization in terms of what they actually bring to the table.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's a lack of desire to be good.
Well, desire, I think, in that sense, like you said, has been kind of taken away from
Yeah,
the masses because
yeah,
everyone can become, set you up a social media page and
yeah. You can be
spend
whoever
a
you want to
thousand
be.
dollars and you can make $1 million
Yeah,
in 6 months,
in
right?
6 months.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You're gonna be pushing a red Lambo or
yeah. Or
a burgundy Hayabusa. Or you go buy,
yeah,
hey,
something like
you go buy a 250-foot baby yacht.
yeah. It's no problem.
Yeah, with a, like
And
an
you know what?
$800 million home.
I can tell you now for $99.
Yeah. Oh, word. No, matter of fact, slash 37.99.
Yeah, I can
Only
tell you right
today's
now.
deal. Only today only.
Today
Today's
only.
deal.
Yep. And so this is what I'm saying. This is more cluttered messages. So then you get these people, you come into, I'm not even gonna call it the real world. You come into my world, you want a job. You got all that mess in there. So basically, you in your mind, you thinking, man, I should be rich. But man, I'm gonna go work for this. Oh, you paying $12. Oh, you paying 13. Yeah, I should be getting 18. Why? Because your name is Travis? Like, what do you mean you should be getting 18? I mean, like, so and when I tell business owners, and this is the thing, this is a challenge. And I've kind of shared this with certain people, is like you have to link the performance of your business, organization, department you running to people's paychecks, especially if you responsible for paying them. You may not want to give them your financial statement, but you got to give them, like, hello, if let's say you are sitting on your phone all day, letting the phone ring, not answering the phone, doing XYZ. Do you not realize you not performing your job directly affects your paycheck? And there's a point in time as a business owner, it's going to be me and you. So therefore, if it comes down to it, it's going to be you. And I got it because I got to, because if I don't exist, there's no business, the business got closed. But this is unbelievable. Is this entitlement from all this cluttered mess that people are coming in there, and it's unbelievable. And people just, I mean, we'll get into the social skills and communication. That's a separate. We need to bring in an expert to talk about that. But it's really mind-boggling. It's really mind-boggling, and there is such a thing that is being used as a useless class. And people are signing up. They're signing up to be useless.
You're going there. So look.
Yeah, well, I'm going there because I also did some took some AI class this week, and I read a great article from let me show my East Coast eliteness. I was reading in a Harvard Business Review. HBR. Yeah, an HBR. I was reading it. I can't remember the author's name. It was a transcript of a podcast. And it said that humans are not going to be replaced by AI. It's humans who use AI are going to replace humans who do not use AI. So, so the class I took, the CPE class I took with AI, they have created a job now, a career called prompt engineering.
So, yeah. And you don't need any skills.
But you got to have some skills to do it.
No, what I mean is
you can learn it. Yeah.
Entry level into it.
Yeah. But it's engineering.
Yeah.
Prompt. But if you can't think out of your way out of a paper bag, you can't be a prompt engineer. That's what I'm saying. And so a prompt engineer who will, let's say I'm paying somebody $30 an hour to be a prompt engineer, but look at the productivity. One of the things the guy said from there is that AI is basically speeding up thought process. That's what AI is doing, just like the internet. Yeah, so the internet sped up communication. It sped up the speed of information. AI is speeding up thought. So it's all basically giving us back stuff that we fed the internet for the last 30-something, 40 years. But now that you have something to prompt engineering. So if I could take one person to prompt engineer to replace two people that want $18 to sit around and do nothing or whatever, that's $36. I pay one guy $30 or lady, whatever. One person 30 lady. Oh, we got a shout out. My aunt's in the building. All right, I'll be down there next week. We'll be in Hilton Head chilling.
Yeah, I'll be down there too with you.
Oh yeah, well, hop in the suitcase. It's all good. But you got work to do. You got something going on. What are you talking about? You got things going on. But anyway,
listen, I travel in spirit, brother.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. But what I'm saying is that when people don't, this is where this useless part is coming. So now I got $30. I'm paying $30. This person can engineer all types of stuff for me. client letters, responses, do research, all that. Prompt engineer. And not only that, now that the prompts are engineered, you don't have to re-engineer. You may have to tweak them, something like that. But then you got somebody that tells me they want $18 to sit in front of my phone and answer it.
So look, it's interesting too. I saw a podcast, this gentleman, and well, it was one of his lead magnet podcasts, so it wasn't full on. It was a teaser topic, right? So what his objective is, him and his partners, their objective is to build the first two-person, I think it's two-person $1 million business using AI alone.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think it was two-person or three-person. So
Yeah.
whatever they did, they split the stages of business, the sections of business in half.
Yeah. And they use AI. Yeah.
And go for broke.
Yeah. I mean, it's and that's whether they make it, but it's the concept. It's the business concept. And it's like, but it goes back, I'm taking it back to the clutter. People out here getting caught up with the wrong clutter, and the world is changing in front of them. So people down here think that, some people think you need them. But what you have to understand is that technology, if somebody uses technology and stays on the technology bubble, what technology is there is to increase efficiency. And efficiency a lot of times means I need fewer people, because in the majority of businesses, payroll is the largest expense after sales, especially a service business.
Mm-hmm.
Payroll is always the largest expense. So it's this misconception, and that's why I say this whole labor thing was a ruse anyway. When people say it's true, but I'm saying you have to get beyond. We all about telling stories with numbers, right? You got to get beyond the basic story. I can't find anybody to work. Well, this is true, but the complete sense is I can't find anyone to work that's worth the money they want. Because the people most of them got jobs. The people that are working that are good team, like a lot of people that are on the bench, man. Oh my gosh. And this is not a generalization. I'm just going on what I'm seeing in some of my client involvement, whatever, in hiring people.
Yeah.
And they on the bench for a reason.
Yeah.
And I honestly am putting it back to, if we track this increase in social media or whatever, I mean, it's the zombie effect to me. People can't walk and chew bubble gum. People can't even unwrap bubble gum. No, you know what? I'm going to reverse it. People can't just chew bubble gum without looking at their phone. People can't just walk without looking at their phone. I know you're saying, well, we on social media right now. Hey, yeah, I got you. But for all I care, we could be on UHF. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, situation dictate the rules. We're using this to, instead of two men in a room on the phone talking about things, we branch it out to those across, all mediums. It can help, right?
But we saying in personal productivity. So these tools are here for us for personal productivity, but where is the tipping point? Where now they're becoming so much that it's like people can't do anything. Like if they can't think outside of the box, sometimes you gotta get out the box. But they can't think outside the box and say, man, I mean, there's so many instances just between business, personal. I have these conversations where people are. I mean, you know how a computer binarily it takes steps. That's the computer logic. People are becoming like that, but they don't know how to take the next step.
Right, because they're waiting to be told what to do next.
Yes.
Right. So if you look at the chemical adjustments of the brain, and when they do these tests and research projects, you see that the brain does it loses certain capacity and it starts to reshape itself based off of the frequency of information and how you processing that information. And
Yeah.
as much as people go, that's not me, I'm in control, those are the ones you gotta watch out for. Those are the those, right? Because I saw this quote the other day, and it says, it says, we're closer, we pay more attention, and we're closer to those on a cell phone, and the ones sitting next to us, or the ones that are in the house with us, are farther away from us.
So yeah. That's, I mean,
I was like, whoa.
yeah. It's interesting, but it affects all this stuff.
Yeah.
It affects it. Oh, we only got 15 minutes. Customers, clients. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, nah, keep it in the box.
Yeah,
Keep
but
it in the
I
box.
mean,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
it's true. You're right. It's true.
Is because I'm pointing it to attention span.
Yeah, because they come in with a certain lens, and it's like,
Yeah,
where did you come up with that?
it's cluttered.
How did you even get there? How did you? I think the most interesting thing is how people tie, like you say, employees tie their value and expertise to money. I'm sure our fellow entrepreneurs and business owners run across this as well, where customers and clients tie money to the value
To the
of the
values.
service and
Yeah.
the product.
Yeah.
And how'd you get there?
Well,
Right? That's the question.
That one I won't blame on the internet. That one is just,
Well,
but it enhanced it. The internet enhanced it.
Of course, because
you can get everything cheap.
Google told me this, or somebody told me I should do this.
Oh, you talking about the Google accountants?
Yeah,
the people that like the Google accountants.
Google professional, Google lawyer, Google accountant, Google.
Yeah,
Google XXXXX. It don't even matter.
Yeah.
How did you tie in that, what we bring to you, to that particular dollar amount, right? And then, where's the scrutiny? Where can you handle the scrutiny that comes with the information that you need to provide to justify your thought process, right? So
Well, I have a theory. Ding, 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 ding. I have a theory. I mean, what the information clutter does. Man, you got me touching on. I'm gonna need a week off after saying this, but I'm gonna say it. What the information clutter does a couple of things. One, it gives the illusion that you could be an expert in something in that amount of time. I saw it on the internet. I saw this. It believes that you can have an expert. Then it also gives the impression that your opinion matters as much or more than anybody else. And it just does. So I always screw this word up. It democratized, whatever. It made it more democratic to share your views and opinions. The barriers to communicate, which I said earlier, the barriers to communication and finding information have been brought down. But a byproduct of it, it's kind of like nuclear energy. This is a byproduct to it, is that it has given certain people an overinflated sense of self and an overinflated belief that they can do anything. Mm-hmm. And it devalues people who actively spend time doing something. And that is downright disrespectful. I mean, that's, we know the story. Like, I just wrote somebody one time. I say, that's professionally disrespectful. So good luck. Like, you're gonna read an article, ask me a question, I respond based on the tax code, and you're gonna tell me that's not what the article told you? Then what did you ask me for? I don't understand what you asked me for. I mean, what's the point? No, you want me to validate what you want to believe. off of that. So you're saying you're on the high post, and I'm just here to validate you. But professionally speaking, I've been trained to do something. I research something. I researched. So I'm not saying that I'm not omnipotent. I researched it, came back to you here. Then it was a subjective call. I was like, well, yeah, XXXYZ. He had the audacity to say, oh, yeah, so-and-so with the article said this. So, so you discounted what I said. What you ask me for? Don't ask me. Read the article and do with it. If it comes back and blows up in my face, there's professionals to handle that. They could do that, and they're gonna rip your mouth off. Do whatever you want to do. But this is what this environment does. Because as much as I said the marketing messages, oh man, and the marketing messages tell you suck at something or you missing something. The inspirational messages tell you that you're the best thing ever. Everybody's the best. Soccer, we get in the soccer environment. Everybody's the best. But not that. There's nothing wrong with being the best and encouraging people. But what gets missing is you the best just because you exist.
True.
You just because you say you the best, we're all supposed to say, yeah, well, you're the best. Oh, I saw your post. No. I'm sitting here, look, and I make this clear. But all this stuff I say, you could completely disagree with me. It's fine. That's fine. Because to me, the purpose of having this forum is to spur discussion and thought. It's not for me to be right. Because if that was the case, we would just record everything and be like, this is what it is.
Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Yeah.
Don't forget 5.
Yeah. Oh, even more so, we would just do individual recordings. We wouldn't have a conversation.
True.
So we have all this technology, and I say this a lot. We have all this technology, and we're getting less humane. We want to deal with people. You don't know how to deal with people. And it's ridiculous. So
what kills me is a simple disagreement over text message.
Oh, those are disastrous. Disasters. Text messages and emails. Email, that's you kind of dated on that, but it's business. But you're right. Text messages, they just text me. I guess in order we like text messages, Twitter or X,
and
Facebook. Yeah. In that order, there's been more disastrous relationships for that. Where you could have just picked up the phone and said,
you're supposed to pick up the phone.
Yeah, but
you're supposed to either pick up the phone or go or meet, right?
But yeah, man. Meet? Really?
Meet, yeah, that's
meet. What are you? Yeah. You were born in the 20th century? Oh, you ain't meet.
You gotta go meet.
We're meeting right now.
Conflict resolution.
No, we meet.
If it's
right
important,
now.
If it's important, right?
No, we'll meet. We'll hash it out on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So you only got 30. So if you don't watch it, it's gonna go away. Meet. You wait. You want me to apply my internet gangsterdom in actual real life?
Let's go.
You want me to pop all that smoke that I had going on, like actually right in front of you?
Let's go.
No. I'm gonna write a bad review about you. That's what I'm gonna do. Take that.
Yeah, based off of your interpretation.
There goes my petty.
Yeah.
I almost made it, man. 11:54. I almost made it. But that's what I'm saying. We inhumane because everyone's brain is cluttered. I told you my theory. The reason that but I'm saying society loves zombie movies is because they're building zombies. People are zombies because their minds are cluttered up. And I'm going to put it up here again. I don't know if she appreciates the thing, but clutter is the physical manifestation of chaos in the brain, environment, and life. I mean, look. I'm going to be honest. I watch ratchet TV shows. Why? I got a few I watch. And the physical manifestation, some of these people's lives are so cluttered. You're like, how do you live like that, man? Like, I'm just like, I don't understand. But is the chaos in the brain chaos in the brain. That's what we talking about. I don't even know how we got here, but it's true. And chaos in the brain. People, they're not. Well, I mean, that's why we up here. We talking about mental health, which is real. It's real. Mental health is real, but are we talking to the causes? It's people that probably have mental health challenges now that I think, and look, I'm not in that field at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't new diagnoses coming out that people that are, I'm trying to use the term that are like normal, but there's like other stuff like internet brain or something. I don't know. Like this, it has to be.
It is. It's the blue light
Oh,
special.
I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, but yeah, like it's.
Blue light. It's the so the
Oh
blue light
yeah, from the blue light from the
from the
devices.
blue.
Yeah,
Yeah, from the
yeah, yeah,
TV, the blue light. Like
yeah.
like, and then what the other crazy thing too is?
What's that?
Going to sleep with the TV on.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yo, that right there is amazing. If no one's ever, I forget the name of the documentary. Google it, look it up. Just type in blue light special. Falling asleep with the TV on,
You know.
loud music. When you so all right. This theta. When we wake up in the morning, we're in theta mode. So that's information processing. That's when we're receiving information. Midday we're processing, and then late midday before the evening, that's when we take action to move stuff forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the theta mode very early in the morning, probably about between 5 and 9, right? Equal or almost equal to when we were little kids from the age 0 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, how are you 9 months and then you come out 0? Well, that's a whole nother episode. But
Yeah, see, you can see
you,
you throwing the math in there, man. Yeah.
however, it's interesting theta because you wake up, you're energized. That's when you should eat the frog. There's a book, Eat the Frog,
Eat the
meaning
frog.
do the hardest tasks or tasks
First thing in the morning.
first thing in the morning, and then you ease into your day. Because by between 12 and 2,
Yeah,
that's when,
out the game. That's me, 100%. 2 o'clock, I'm no good. All I
right.
can do is
So
meet. That's why I do
so
the
so
meetings.
that's where information is important, resources is important, and if you use that and apply it, it should be able to create a sort of discipline and help.
So,
Um,
sleeping with the TV then can affect your theta
Big
because
time.
your mind's never stopped. Your mind
Well,
subconsciously is never
because
stopped.
most people go, I didn't sleep well last night. Yeah, but you were knocked out, snoring, body
Yeah,
just flat, and you didn't even move. What do
laid
you mean
out.
you didn't sleep, right?
Yeah,
So, but your mind is working because now you're listening to. Now, remember, people don't realize. So you got all these TVs with different kind of speakers in it. So you got your bass, you got your treble, you
yeah,
got your effect speakers. You have all of these things that are playing sounds, manipulative sounds.
hmm
Hence why if you're in a bad mood, they say what? Either take a walk in nature. Why? Because the sounds and the
yeah,
smell will help to ease you. What do most people do? They put on music, or they go to a party, or they go to a bar.
yeah,
Correct? Right. So sounds. That's why. And if you can't relate that to that, then you have programming. People talking all
yeah.
kinds of
Whatever's going
things.
on. Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
won't
all
go too much into the weeds, but again,
yeah,
understanding your theta, what you're feeding your brain, is super important because the
yeah.
brain is the beginning and it's the end to everything.
So, in short, what we're saying is that just because you're asleep, your brain doesn't stop working.
Correct.
So your brain still is processing information when you sleep,
Correct.
but people don't think that. All right, yo, see, that's it. That would be part two, and we're at high noon on the East Coast, and
We
I
had
know,
time.
yeah, and I know you making moves. Um, I gotta make some moves, and but do some things, one level up has been the BYOB. We're working on that, which was part of the impetus for getting this camera to work, so I could do the the video intro parts, stuff like that. So that's what we got going on. And look, it was a great show. I mean, once again, yeah, our faithful listeners here got an opportunity to be part of our production meeting as we did the show. So we hope you have a great 2 weeks. Don't forget, go to the YouTube. Yeah, wait, really? Come on, man. Go to the YouTube channel. And
you're clogged up right now.
I was clogged up. There's too much clutter. Oh my goodness. So just go to our YouTube channel, please subscribe and put the notification bell on. I know. See, that's funny. I'm talking all about the internet, but look, we all gotta live. So go there. It really helps. I'm going to say all the things. It really helps our channel. Please subscribe and go there. And, check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn. We'll be putting the clips up in the company pages. We've been releasing. What is wrong with me? Releasing clips. I know I need some water or something. I mean, good. That means it's time to sign off because I can no longer speak. But also, if you have any questions, always send them to hello@Haywood CPA. And look, have a great 2 weeks. Enjoy it.
Oh, jump over to biztherapy.info. We can help you out with your employee continuous training.
Oh yeah,
and develop. We got to teach people business development, right? And restore their level of confidence in who they are and what they bring to the table, because everyone has value. That's the other side of what we were talking about. One of our own initiatives. Everyone has value because there's no two people made the same, right?
Wow.
So
I like that.
Come on over to biztherapy.info and we'll give you some resources and some tools that you can use as long as you implement it, and we'll teach you how to implement it.
That's right. So put in the work. Well, beautiful. All right, we're gonna leave it on that note because it's positive, rather than I'm somewhere else now. So we're gonna chug up the deuce. I'm gonna get out of here before I mispronounce any other words, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I reset the doggone Facebook thing.
It's still live.
All these comments, huh?
We're still live.
Oh, I don't know why.